are at the junction where the loops are after 2 miles of walking from the road's end. So here you could go either right, Bob's Creek via Junction Meadow, or left, Woods Creek via Mist Falls. We got the Bob's Creek permit, so we are going to go right. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. We are here in Kings Canyon National Park and are going to have a 3-night backpacking trip to Red Lakes Loop. The driving hours from San Francisco Bay Area is about 5 hours, and there are many campsites near the trailhead, and I got one at Sheep Creek Campground, which was only 15 minutes from the trailhead. I thought it was a perfect idea to get there a day early because it helps for acclimation and recovering from the long driving. The Roads End Perm Station in Cedar Grove is right at the trailhead and opens at 7 a.m. So it was very convenient that we didn't have to drive extra miles for that in the morning. Since this is a 40-mile loop with approximately 7,800 feet of elevation gain, so you could finish this loop in 2 to 3 days, or if you want to take more time to relax like us, you could do it in 3 to 4 days, or maybe 4 to 5 days. This Red Lake Loop is a very popular trail, and I'm sure a lot of people have been here before. And definitely I'm looking forward to spending 3 nights in this beautiful wilderness. We made it to a nice camp spot in between Junction Meadow and the Lower Vidette Meadow. And total hike today was about 12 miles with a near 3,500 feet of elevation gain. Tomorrow we are going to camp out at the Lower Lake. It will be the hardest day during this trip because we are going to hike up to the Glen Pass, which is about 11,926 feet of height, and gain will be about 3,500 feet of elevation. But it'll be a short one, approximately probably 10 miles, I think. Definitely the views from the Glen Pass are the most spectacular one of this entire trip. And then third and fourth days are getting easier because it looks like all either flat or downhill to the road's end. Do you see there are plenty of water sources on the way up, so you don't need to carry more than a liter of water, and trails are pretty well marked and maintained.
Pick me up. I've been down on the ground for so long, with my mouth shut. I've been too scared to start calling out for you. I don't wanna drive you away when we both know I do the same for you, for you, for you. You pick me up, and I've been down on the ground for so long. You call me home before I'm too far gone. Pull me back from every impulse I'm acting on, 'cause we both know I do the same for you, for you. Why am I afraid you won't reciprocate? I don't ever hesitate for you, for you. Call me home. You pick me up. You call home. I'll pick up. I'll pick up for you, for you. Why am I afraid you won't reciprocate? I don't ever hesitate for you,
could say there is only one short section needed micro spikes, but the rest of the snow patched areas were manageable just with hiking poles. But everyone has different skills and has their own comfort zone, so bring your micro spikes if you think you need it. The nighttime temperatures during this trip were pretty warm, except the second night where we camped out at near 10,000 feet. Daytime temperatures were a bit hot, but luckily there were lots of shaded areas and creeks, rivers, waterfalls, and lakes to cool us off.
여기가 좀 애매해.
fires are loud in areas in between 6,000 to 10,000 feet.
I would be up waiting for you if you had to leave. I would wait a lifetime if you were at sea. I just wanna say
For people who are not familiar with getting a Red Lakes loop permit, let me give you quick steps to follow. So first go to recreation.gov and type in SEKI permit and look for either Bob's Creek or Woods Creek. If you want to go counterclockwise, choose Bob's Creek. Is it pretty simple, right? And for this kind of a popular permit, you probably need to plan your trip early. I got mine in January, as I said, since this is a pretty popular loop, so they will be gone very quickly. Also, you can get a refund if you cancel it 2 weeks in advance, I think.
I wanna take you there.
Also, there are lots of water crossings. Most of the areas are manageable except the last one in Upper Paradise Valley. Some people use logs, but we found the area has mild water current, but still water level was above knees, and without water shoes it was a bit tough. But overall it wasn't too bad.
Feel so alive, looking in your eyes. I just wanna love you till the day I die. Oh, oh, I just wanna love you right. Oh, oh, love you till the end of time. I just wanna hold you for forever. Every day you're making me better. 'Cause a love like this is rare. And I wanna take you there. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. Oh, oh, I just wanna love you right. Oh, oh, love you till the end of time. I just wanna hold you for forever. Every day you're making me better. 'Cause a love like this is rare.
some mosquitoes up for sure, so please bring your repellent. And this is a bear country, and we saw some cubs, the baby bears. So bear canister is mandatory. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that all your questions about this trip have been answered. Hope this info that I gave was helpful, and if you have any question regarding this trip, please feel free to ask. I will do my best to answer your questions. Have safe and happy trails, and see you guys on the next adventures. 안녕.